What's up guys, my name is Kevin. I'm with Oaxaca Car Detailing. In today's video we're going to talk about my detailing setup, why I chose this van, and our complete breakdown on how we built this thing. So stay tuned. So the main reason was because I needed to save up money for school. I was going to a community college, and eventually after graduating from there I needed to go to a 4-year school, and the tuition went up from like $2,000 a semester to up to like $15K a semester, and that was including like the scholarships I was given. So yeah, it was a little bit pricey, so we decided to open up a detailing business. We've always done detailing side jobs, and obviously working a 9-to-5 job wasn't gonna help. Well, it's gonna help, but it wasn't gonna help a lot. So yeah, that was the main reason why we started our business. So this is the fully wrapped GMC Savannah. It is the same thing on the other side. We are gonna eventually change the logo and the color theme. We're most likely gonna do like a gold and black, just to kind of represent more like luxury look to it. So even with the fully wrapped van, you still want to have some type of sign outside where people are constantly walking by or driving by. So we got this little A sign. It's important to have your logo, the services, the where they can find you, forms of payment, number, website, and email. And obviously you want to have like a car, something that pops out and it grabs people's attention. So yeah, sometimes our vans, the doors are always open, so you can't really fully see like the lettering and stuff and logos. So people usually take a picture of this, or they come up and ask us for a business card, ask a couple questions, have a conversation. So yeah, these things usually run about like, I don't know, I can't really say. I got this one for, I believe 200 plus, 220 around there. I had this made by someone, but I believe that's where they make it. That's not the place where I got it done by, but I guess that's the company where they produce these. But yeah, definitely worth it. So yeah, I would definitely invest in this. So this is our detailing setup. As you can see, we have some air hose rails on the sides, our vacuum rail right there, our pressure washer, our power cord rail, pressure washer hose, some chemicals. There's some chemicals up here, our wand and lance, more chemicals and brushes. Our detail guards at the bottom, our compound polishes, some like scents, we really don't use those, clay lube and more chemicals. Down here we have our drawers with all of our towels, different towels we use for different things. Our interior towels are in here, and these are just some tools and other stuff that we may use. So yeah, that's the back of the van. This is pretty much what we carry, just to get in and out fast. This helps us knock out cars like super fast. So our biggest challenge is definitely finding the right generator. For one, we needed something that would power everything up, and two, something that wouldn't break down mid-job. So we actually ended up going up with the Predator 9000. We actually had an 8750 before this one, but it broke down. Not mid-job, but it just wouldn't turn on anymore, and we ended up returning that because we had the warranty, and they didn't have any in stock, so they gave us this one completely free, no charge. Just make sure you get the warranty, because if it breaks down, they give you a brand new one. They don't even ask questions about it. So yeah, this is the one we have. It powers everything up: the pressure washer, the air compressor, the vacuum. You can have the air compressor, the vacuum, a blower, this little blower thing, just Metrovac blower. You can have them all turned on at once, and there's no problems with it. The only thing is, I guess it does chug up a lot of gas. I think it is a 6-gallon gasoline. I could be wrong, I don't know. But yeah, it does eat a lot of gas. This is the only bad thing about it. I guess you could always get the inverter version, which is, I think that's like $2,000 though, or no, $2,500. This one only cost us, I think we got it on sale for like $850 or something like that. So yeah, that was the generator we chose, and it's been good ever since then, so I have no complaints about it. So yeah, 2 years ago during COVID, you didn't really see much like van setups. The only person I saw put a van setup was Raldo's Details, and that's really where I got my inspiration from, was from him. You know, you can see in his old Ford Transit that he had, it was a Connect, he had, you know, the drawers in the bottom, and at the top he had his other stuff, and at the top he had his hose rails. And yeah, I looked at his videos, and that's pretty much where I got my inspiration from, was from him. You know, like I said, there was really no one else making vans, so it was hard to, you know, come up with the idea. So yeah, yo, shout out to Raldo's, man. Thank you. So this right here is our porter cable. There's a 24-gallon air compressor. We have the 2 lines connected into there. That is our vacuum back there. It's just a Metro Vac. It's the 4 horsepower one. There is our little outlet box. This was also inspired by Raldo's Detail. So the air compressor, the vacuum, and the electric core rail is connected to there. So yeah, that runs all across here, up here, and then it comes down here, and then this is the connector that plugs into here, right there, and that you literally just connect that and it powers the whole thing up. And then this obviously is the pressure washer one. So yeah, for the vacuum, we have a controller where we have a little controller here. I'll show you guys. We have a controller where you can press it on and off. Same thing for the electric cord. Here it is. This is also inspired by Raldo's. So vacuum, turn it on, and it turns on. So when you want to turn this off, you just turn it off, on and off. So that's really efficient actually, because you don't have to come back and forth turning on the vacuum and then turning this on. So yeah, I guess it could be our water tank. It's a little too small sometimes. We're doing big cars, and it's not enough. So yeah, that's probably the biggest inconvenience. But honestly, you could probably clean like 3 really dirty cars, like muddy, dirty cars. And you can knock out probably like 4, you know, regular maintenance details. But yeah, that's probably the most inconvenient thing. You know, the air compressor is good size. You can use it. You can use the tornadoes, regular air guns. Yeah, so that's good. The vacuum has enough power as well. It sucks up pretty good. So yeah, that's honestly probably the only issue is probably the water tank. Getting a bigger water tank. We actually did get a bigger water tank for our other detailing setup. That one I believe is a 200-gallon. But what I'm noticing is that when we brake, the water like keeps moving. So I'm afraid that one day it may just rip the straps from what it's holding onto and just go straight to our back seat. So we're trying to figure out a way on how to fix that problem. But yeah, for this van, I guess having a small water tank is definitely an inconvenience at times. So honestly, I would start with the same setup just because it's been really good for us. The only thing I would change is obviously adding a bigger water tank. And I would probably not put diamond plate all over here. I mean, it looks really nice. Every customer thinks it looks really nice. I have people taking pictures of it all the time. But I mean, diamond plate can be a little expensive, and it's really not necessary for a detail setup. This is just paper. I bought this on Amazon, so it's just paper. But I mean, it looks better than having just plain wood. We've had this hose actually rip on us before. We actually have to get a new one. But yeah, that obviously loses suction. But you know, it doesn't stop you from working. You just gotta, you know, come up with ideas to keep on moving. Our Chrysler, we actually had this problem the other day. This thing starts to freeze up in the winter, and I think it might be a little frozen right now actually. Yeah, it actually is frozen, and even though we have it stored inside. Yeah, so these things freeze up. That's a big issue because obviously you won't be able to wash the car. So what we usually do is just steam it, because if you use a heat gun, you're gonna melt this plastic, and obviously you're just gonna damage it. So a steamer is probably the best way, just because you can evenly distribute the heat. but that's it. These kind of freeze up sometimes because water gets in there as well, but no, it's nothing crazy. But I mean, the generator has never broken down. We've had times when we do run out of water, but I mean, that happens usually when we're kind of almost done washing the car either way. But I mean, that's it. That's pretty much all the problems we've had. We've always, come up with for ways to, keep working. You don't just, be like, oh damn, this thing broke down. We can't work anymore. No, we just find a way and keep working. You don't need this setup, right? If you're starting out, you're not having jobs every day. We made this van just because some customers of ours, they're not able to come out to our shop. So we're like, let's make it convenient for them. We'll just go out to them and detail their car at their home. But yeah, you don't need anything like this. You can always start out like we did. We had a truck. We just threw everything in the back. We could have probably mounted things so it's easier, but at that time we weren't really, official. But yeah, I mean, you don't need to start like that. You can just start with the car. I see TikToks where people start out of the trunk, and that's inspiring because that's pretty cool. But yeah, you don't need this. You can always just start from bare minimum. You can go to people's houses, use their water, use their electric. There's nothing wrong with that. You got to be cautious when you're doing, those high-end cars with ceramic coatings and PPF. You don't want to just use any kind of water. So yeah, that's my advice, is just start with what you got. Just invest in chemicals, a regular pressure washer. You don't need anything fancy. And once you got the ball rolling, you're getting booked up, then you start buying little by little. That's what we did. We didn't build this right away. It took us like 2 or 3 years to build this thing. So yeah, that's my advice to you guys. So that's it, guys. That's our detailing setup. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below how you guys started or what you guys are doing right now to start your mobile detailing business or detailing shop. If you want to learn more about our business, you can follow us at Instagram at Oaxaca Car Detailing. If you guys have any questions, you can also shoot them down in the comment section. I'll answer them as fast as possible. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.